In a quiet little town in Belgium, the epic battle for honor and glory is about to unfold. Zemst is once again the heart of Europe's biggest curling league. With 29 teams from 8 mighty nations, the competition is heating up on the coldest surface known to man. The stage is set for a historical new chapter. Watch the epic unfolding of the new season. Will the reigning champion dominate the series? Or will N19 rise up and revive old glory? Are the Tigers the dangerous outsiders? Or could it be the desperate housekeepers? We welcome hard-sweeping power from the east, dazzling charm from the north, strategic battle plans from the south, and nerves of steel from the west. We're going to see devastating duck duels and rock-solid wisdom from Steengoed. We may not have Canada's heroic Homan, Matt's badass stars and stripes, or a Swedish Viking princess like Anna. But our league forges its own legends. Meet the magician, Peekaboo Caro, the little general, Gatling Gun Tom, the GOAT, Mustache Man, and don't forget the Walter. We'll express our uncensored opinion. Celebrate only the very best of shots, and seduce you with our sweet voices. Because that is what we do. We simply love curling, and we are devoted to bring this exciting, roaring game out into the world.
What a play!
Good evening, curling fans. Welcome into the Sunday night edition of Curling here on Curdia. As always, I'm John McClellan, joined by Pim van Vlaanderen. We are going to bring you a League A matchup tonight between a Classico of sorts, between Steengoed and the Campina Ducks. Now, Campina used to go by N19. They used to also be Brewers Ducks. They merged, and now we have the Campina Ducks.
Yeah, I think for people that know Dragon Ball Z, it's kind of the Dragon Ball Z fusion, becoming this Super Saiyan power team, joining. I mean, it's a merger between the two legends, the Walter, the Magician. So many sparkles out there. I mean, if you have to face that team, I'm already scared just thinking about it, let alone being Steengoed, having to face them on the ice. You can feel the vibes here at the canteen.
Yeah, it's been a busy weekend, 4 days worth of curling. We had 4 sessions yesterday, 3 today, the final one of the weekend, and it's going to be a doozy. These guys always seem to face up well against each other, and we're looking forward to an exciting matchup tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And as you said, lots of games here in the Belgian Curling League. Belgian Curling League having 5 leagues, and most of the leagues are close towards the final stages. And for League A, we can announce that the 2 teams that are relegating back to TB have been secured as of today. We can have a quick pop. The standings in League A, the other standings have not been updated, so we'll have to watch and wait for our socials to do that. Yeah, the reason why we're sometimes late with showing the standings is here in Belgium, Dirk the Mustache Man has an Excel. That Excel is very secured, locked in a safe in a vault deep in the cellar of Dirk's apartment. So we have sometimes a sneak peek, but not always. But This is the accurate standing here in League A. Campina Ducks, 3 wins, 0 ties, 0 losses, 6 points, leading the table here, 6 points. And then also Steengoed, 2 wins, 0 losses. So both teams unbeaten facing each other here. And then on the bottom of the league, Viri and Harikada and Arbolak, the 2 foreign teams, they didn't do that well. Viri, like a long-standing team in League A, they will relegate. Apparently it was kind of close every game, but that's the story of League A. Just not enough is the reason why people relegate and teams relegate. I hope next season we'll have a new foreign team promoting from League B. Otherwise, that would be the first in, let's say, years and years where League A is all Belgian.
Yeah, this is going to be, it'd be interesting to have an actual Belgian league in the Belgian league, you know? But yeah, if you can see all the standings, so Team Verneau, Equipe Verneau, they've already played all of their matches. Unfortunately, losing everything by like 1 or 2 points. They were really in it the entire time. Their match against us came down to the last stone. Heartbreaker from Stefan, just not to make the cut, make a gap there. Even this morning as well, losing another heartbreaker by 2. Harikata also in a lot of their matches ended up playing us to a draw last night. We had to fight back in that one, but unfortunately, only getting 1 point on the season. So they will be down in League B next season. If they choose to come back, you never know with some of the foreign teams. They might decide it's not worth their time, or they've got something else to do. You never know, but we hope to see them back.
Yeah.
And as you can see, a lot of the other teams, a lot of losses yet with everybody else. 1 through 4, nobody has any losses, so they're still that top of the top of the table to play for. Takeout Tigers, we're kind of secure in the middle. I think we have 2 matches left. We could move up a couple of places, but I think it's kind of unlikely we're getting to the top of the table.
Yeah, but then again, we were the promoting team, so as a promoting team, staying in A is kind of the mini accomplishment. And from what I've heard here in the canteen, as soon as this standing was posted, I think a lot of teams were like, okay, so we secured our spot in A, that's kind of mission accomplished, and now it's like the better, the nicer. But I think for a lot of teams, yeah, the mid-range here is so close to each other. Every team just staying in A is already a kind of a minor accomplishment. I'm pretty sure about that.
Yep.
And we all consider Team Vreken as they are the reigning champion in all different kinds of ways, so they feel like they are uncontested at the top of the Belgian curling.
Yep. The standings say otherwise right now, but we all know that's probably going to change. These guys are really strong and, a tough team to beat even when you're performing your best. So good luck to everybody else back out there.
Yes.
So we've got a couple of announcements as well.
That's true.
A couple of minor, little tiny announcements. First of all, you see this banner underneath us. We are hosting the 2nd ever Curdia Legends 1-on-1 singles curling tournament. April 4th, we still have 16 places available out of the 32, excuse me. So we have, we're 50% full. We got a month to go. If you ever wanted to show off your curling skills, take a chance on it. We got a full day of activities planned. It should be a fun time.
Yeah, and we have some kind of new names and interesting names. We already have 2 former national team members with Bram van Looy, Dan Ijskoud, kind of ex-Red Rocks Belgian national team playing in this league. We have Rick coming from Luxembourg, so I hope he can bring some of the people from Luxembourg to compete against him. We have Bart Klomp from the Netherlands also signing up so far. So I think a couple of extra Annemiek is also, I am pretty excited about that. I mean, until now it was kind of who's going to win, I'm not sure, but chances are pretty high that Annemiek is...
You were just putting so much pressure on her. This is not going to be... It's the one thing you don't do.
She's like 2nd in the club championship, so...
This is true. This is true. And our other big announcement, if you hadn't seen it yet, today on our social medias, we've announced a new clothing collaboration with the BCA. We have all sorts of T-shirts, hats with the BCA logo on it right there.
Hard to see, but this is, if you want this slammed on your body, like anywhere, on your head, we have hats. On your chest, we have T-shirts. On your back, we have hoodies. Maybe we should have more merch because there are so much body parts that need this patch right here.
So you can go to the link shop.curdia.tv. You can see all of that new merchandise. We've got some Curdia T-shirts in as well if you want to get it extra deep in your curling clothing wear. But we thought it's time we should put something out there. It's going to help raise funds for the federation and for that Curdia Legends tournament that we are using as a fundraiser for helping Team Vreken go to the Euros and World Championships this year.
Yeah, because Curdia Legends is going to be bigger, better, like more epic than last season. We have up to 32 people, but it's a full day event, catering included, which is breakfast. Everybody loves breakfast. Belgian coffee cooking. If you haven't tasted them, that's already a reason to sign up. Then we have lunch, soup, bread, and then in the evening we're arranging a food truck. We are close to kind of closing in the deal with the food truck company. We will announce that pretty sure as soon as we signed the contract and we've pre-tasted all of their food because it's important. I mean,
yes, we do need to have it.
This is the food of not champions, the food of legends. So we have to make sure it's top notch. So people in the final don't get kind of a strange feelings in their gut. Something we want to avoid.
As long as it's after the tournament, after we're off the ice, then that's okay.
Yeah, and I think during the tournament we will try to find a nice little goodie bag for the players with some exclusive merch. It's all well on our way, so I think lots and lots of reasons to sign up. Convince your buddies, and Mats is joining, so just you have a unique opportunity to beat him. I mean, for me, that could be a
That would
reason
already
to
be
sign up.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. I'm trying to figure out where they're at. Looks like they're still in the warm-ups.
They're warm-ups, yeah. Well, we can do a little bit of a preview of this game. I mean, we've known the team so far quite a long time. Now, Campina, they've changed over the years. They had a lot of club members, but the club kind of declined a bit in memberships. Now, the two teams, the Brewers Ducks and the Campina Ducks, they kind of blended into one team. They are kind of closer to the Black Ducks, which was the senior Belgium national team, until the Grey Ducks kind of took that away from them as well. So it's this kind of their last stance to kind of show, well, maybe we're not the Black Ducks in Geneva shortly, but still in the Belgium league, we want to kind of showcase we are the best seniors on the ice, the most experienced guys.
I mean, you have two legends on the team. It is only going against one legend. You have the Walter and the Magician going against Mustache Man. I mean, it's 2-on-1. You know, it seems like it might not be fair, but you never know. You never know.
Yeah, and Steengoed wearing the flashy green jerseys. It says champion of Belgium somewhere pre-millennium or something like that. And there are rumors. There are kind of rumors in the graveyard that or the graveyard.
The graveyard. Oh my God.
the grapevine. I missed it.
They're old, but they're not that old. Let's.
Well, we'll cut that out and we'll do a redo. So there are rumors somewhere out there that they are working on new jerseys. I checked with Dirk. They have been working on the new jerseys for over 3 years, but not in the final stage. So we're still waiting. Maybe for next season, but we'll have to wait and see. It just raises my expectations, to be honest.
Yep, it would be interesting to see. I have seen a sneak preview of whatever the design is, or we have something on our server in our files, and I don't know if they're actually going to use that, how old that design is, and if they've already changed their minds from it, but you never know. We won't know until they actually put on new sweaters, which, according to Dirk, could be another 3 years. They don't know. They've had these ones for quite a while. Why change?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if it works, why change anything, right? Yeah. And then for Campina, they have the what is it? The Black Ducks hats, the beanies.
The beanies.
I noticed Dirk is wearing one of the beanies. I'm not sure if he's aware that he's wearing the beanie of his opponent. Maybe
Probably
he'll figure out.
I don't think he cares.
No, he's definitely not the person who cares. And he also has a double job, because on the sheet next to him, the Huskies are playing Sweet Child of Mine, and Dirk mentioned he will also be kind of coaching the Huskies. So he have a kind of a split eye, watching his game and the game next to him. So if Bart Klomp is watching, well, this is a tough way to find out. But
you might have been fired.
You might have been fired. Maybe not. But yeah. We don't want to give too much chaos or rumors out there in the curling world. There's already lots and lots of questionable things happening with Fingergate in the Olympics, but maybe we'll have Dirkgate here in the Belgian Curling League. Who knows?
Yeah. Hopefully no F-bombs on stream. That's that would be cause for some concern. Yeah. But I can see that they have done the LSCs. They're about ready to get started, so that means it is time for predictions. And we'll pop those up on the screen. You can see the numbers. I've been catching up. I've won 2 in a row. But so Pim, having lost the last one, gets to pick first. Take it away.
Yeah, I think for me it is a matter of basic math. You have 2 legends over on the Campina side with the Walter and the Magician, just 1 legend over on Dirk's side, although the others are also kind of legendary, especially Wim. Wim is way up here in my regards, but I'm still going with Stefan. They have 6 points. They won today against Viri earlier today. 3 wins so far, so no reason for me to doubt the Magician. And
you're going for
And the second reason is, well, this is League A. We are working with timers here, thinking I'm all sorts of that. Maybe for Dirk, this is kind of bringing back his thinking time trauma. So who knows? So my vote is for the Ducks.
All right. Well, I am going to counterpick. I'm actually kind of glad you picked Campina, because it made it easier for me to go with Steengoed. I was always going to pick them, but if you had picked them, I might have had to counterpick, because I always feel like this is like a coin toss of a match. Steengoed playing with 3 instead of 4. I don't really think that's going to be a huge problem. I think Dirk is very strong. Women's been playing fantastic in the club this year, so I'm okay with taking Steengoed. So
Awesome.
they are walking down to the other end of the ice. They're going to get things going, and we will join them. Don't forget to put your vote in on vote.curdia.tv. Pick your favorite team. I will try to unmute the skips. Here we go as Niels starts things off.
Wim already in t-shirts. He's a true Viking. Yeah, I wonder which team will win this game. I think it's still hard to say.
To always put on a tough show. Straight away, it's going to be a lot of feeling out the ice.
Dat ziet er goed uit. Hij moet nog veel komen. Je gaat er juist achter komen.
This one coming through past the tee. They're trying to sweep that one all the way back. You know, if you happen to catch the match last night we played, ice was very, very fast. Sometimes you'd have stones look like they were just going to make it over the hog line and then carry all the way past the tee. So this is going to be something for these teams to kind of come to grips with, just finding that draw weight. And they also sanded the stones Wednesday night.
Yeah, that
so
really made a difference.
A lot more curl in this ice. This one is settling in nicely, top corner of the house. Going for the hit.
Oh, yeah!
Once it starts to go, it starts to move a lot, so Walter's going to have to do a lot to hold it. That one's going to be right in there, nice on the nose. And gets it down.
Ja. Ja, goal. Hetzelfde staat.
Nils, when I was putting the microphone on him, he did not he did not seem very enthusiastic to be wearing the microphone, so he may be a little quiet tonight. This one coming up light. They're going to have to get out there and help bring it down. Freeze that up against the yellow. Yes, they do. Corner frozen. You're asking the Green Boys with only 3. Yeah, Chris is not here tonight. Not sure why.
He's injured.
There we go. Now we know why.
The injury.
Yeah!
Not sure if it's age related.
This one's starting to fall off. Philippe going to be able to hold it. It does. Gets a tick and rolls it out.
Moeilijk inschatten.
Daar zou je gewoon achter gaan. Zelfde lijn, iets meer.
The Green Boys.
Simpel erachter.
I think this first end is getting kind of acquainted with the amount of curl.
Yeah, I think it's just getting that feel
Ik
for
wil
the
snel aan,
ice.
de lijn is goed.
Steengoed, this is the first and only game of this weekend.
Ja, nog.
Trying to get this one all the way around those guards. Is it going to get there? Oh, no. That is going to tick on it. Chips over.
Misschien. Dit is ook goed. Ja!
Ooh, and that was a very, very quick call here. And they hold it.
Starting to fall off. It's going to catch it a little bit, but will that have enough to get it out of the house?
I'm afraid
no. It does come around the other side of the guard, so at least they've got that going for it. I believe Steengoed sitting shot stone. Try to keep that house spread, force Campina and to keep hitting.
Right.
He's a bit on the light side, will catch the guard, I'm afraid. Well,
Yeah,
not guard, the front stone.
It's going to over curl, yep. Actually got a lot deeper than I expected it to, but still not quite good enough.
Ja!
Ooh, straight out of his hand, calling for it, trying to get this hit. No, that's going to over curl, catches on their own. Yellow, will it take that one out in the back? Ooh,
that
got
was
away
almost,
with one.
Yeah, that was almost like a double takeout on your own stones. And if it weren't your own stones, it would have been a spectacular shot, but definitely not the case here. And all of a sudden,
op zich nog iets doen?
things look pretty okay for Steengoed here.
Ja. Ziet er snel uit.
Steengoed known to indicate speed with looks fast or slow. No specific numbers or.
Yep, that is all on feel. That is going to chip on. Just a little bit on the light side. Catches that one. Another opportunity for the Walter.
Yeah, Walter mentioning he got a haircut because he knew he was going to be on stream. He wanted to look his finest.
This one wide enough of the guard, but that's going to slide over. That one just stayed out there.
Yeah, both teams kind of struggling a bit with the ice so far.
If you're Steengoed, do you just take that yellow one out in the back of the house and lie 4?
I think with the redstone in front of the house, there's still a decent chance to just come to the pin. A regular whim. That's yeah, a slow-paced takeouts, I guess.
Ja. Gewoon een takeout.
I just noticed Matt's message from earlier. He's voting for stone ducks, so he can't decide which one he wants.
Ja.
He's going to stay neutral.
Yeah, Mats already sent me a message that he purchased quite lots of BCA merch today. We're all very grateful to that. He will be looking pretty sharp.
Yeah.
Not as sharp as this redstone flashing here.
Unfortunate, yeah, just maybe a little too gewoon a whim.
Wil je stoppen?
Ja.
Ze kunnen gewoon 2 shot liggen ook, hè? Ja, wat wil je doen?
Looking at different options here. I think Walter is afraid of
putting
something on the pin because it lined up. Those 2 reds are lined up. Knows it could take it out. top forefoot would be ideal.
Alle hardste.
Yeah, Jeroen and Caro are here. They are in charge of
Liever hier half open
managing
dan...
the thinking clock. So every second they have to push a button just to deduct 1 second from the clock. It is a very intensive work. You need a lot of focus to make sure that you just press that button on the split seconds.
Caro is making sure that Jeroen stays awake and focused.
Val keihard bij die mannen.
It's a two-man job. I mean, because you have two clocks, you have the red and yellow clock, so you have two persons managing each clock. People tend to underestimate how much work is put into that.
Ooh, it's starting to turn. That one coming up light. Jan giving it up.
Huh?
I think if you're Steengoed, the pin is just screaming for a stone, but they can also take out, of course, and then go for this force.
Zelfde snelheid.
Yeah, I like this call. Put some pressure on that. Make him draw against a high number.
Ja.
Well past the guard, but once it gets there, it's going to start curling. Is that going to get it? And catches it just enough. They lose the shooter, but that's all right. They keep it in play.
Yeah, can they keep up these sweeping efforts all game on Steengoed's side?
Wow, so.
That I don't think so. Yeah,
Stefan was saying, well, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't either. So
it was a.
Je 9 op zoiets.
The sweep stash.
Sweep stash.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Dirk doesn't have his convertible hat, the one with the where it's
with the
open
air
at the
vents.
top with the air vent at the top. So will the hat stay on the entire match, or how long before the hat and the sweater come off if he has to keep sweeping like that? Hammerstone here in the first. Stefan needing to get this one, basically biting the 8-foot. Drawing against 3. This one looks fine. Starting to slow down, but I think that's going to be plenty.
Good enough.
Gets
Good
it
enough.
in there and gets a 1 on the board.
Yeah, you can see Jan de Swert with saying, I got it there, but don't make me do this every time, because we're going to have words after the game. Walter putting up a 1. Campina leading the game here so far.
All right, so going into end number 2, Campina leading at 1-0. Philippe will be starting things off.
Komt er maar in.
This one's gonna curl over off the center line.
Wat dan
And
niet?
it just creeps into the house.
Is goed?
Let's see what Steengoed is going to do tonight with stones in the house. They generally don't like to hit, so I don't really expect to see much of an upweight shot here. Maybe try to come in around behind it.
Yeah, that was the call.
This one's starting to come over early. I think that's going to be on the top. Just a little bit light there. You can hear Kim in the background. She is playing with the Arctic Foxes over on Sheet A against Sweet Child of Mine. On Sheet C, we have College Boys against Team 2800. We'll keep you guys up to date when we see the scores go up. For now, Walter trying to hold this one around.
Hold on.
Seems to have plenty of weight. That's going to chip on the side of that yellow. Sets up a double. Now we're actually going to see a hit from Steengoed. Let's mark this down. Where were you on March 1st, 18:45 p.m.? Steengoed throws a takeout.
He was already kind of nodding his head. He was doubting whether that would work.
Ooh, just over curls a little bit. Wanted to get that one on the outside part of the nose. Just fell over inside. Now they're lined up as a nice double guard for...
And clearly disappointed, doing some bunny hops, looking towards the sky, asking the curling gods, why have you forsaken me? I have been your loyal, faithful servant for so many years, and now you do this.
Lijn is goed. Wat komt er?
That's going to curl over. I think that's going to be on top of that red there, so...
Yeah, managing a good draw has been a bit of a struggle for both teams so far.
Yeah, I think a little bit cautious about how fast the ice is, and then just leaving it a little bit light, letting it over curl, having it over curl.
Okay.
Just a bullet in there on the nose of that red. Should open things up a little bit.
Yeah.
This one staying out wide. So another thing that they're struggling with. Oh, it just missed the yellow shot. That's going to be the real struggle, I think, for Steengoed, is finding that takeout weight, getting the right lines for it.
Zie, dit zou ook mooi zijn.
I don't really think there's... Not really an angle at that yellow shot
Ja, de hoek is zo. Als je hierop speelt, is deze weg. Liggen we hier met het paard. Ofwel hier.
I think if I'm Steengoed or N19, I'm trying to come right here. Campina, they're not N19 anymore. I'll have to remember that. I'm trying to draw in around behind it.
Yeah, I think that could be a smart choice. Feel like, in the way both teams struggle,
Wat is snelheid?
first team to put something really good on the pin could really put some pressure on their opponent here, like the typical race to the pin type of situation.
Oh, laat hem rustig doorvallen. Dat komt wel.
This one coming in tight, so not going to get around the back, but that's not what they wanted. They wanted something up front there anyway. Start creating some things. However, all Steengoed has to do is get in behind it. And then suddenly, where is Campina?
Yeah, I think Steengoed is also looking to score 2 or more. So with this kind of rubble in front, it kind of leaves an option for Campina to steal.
very wide on the ice here.
Rekelsnelheid. Ja, 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 ja.
Oh, this one's
Whoa, it's
already
gone.
curling inside. That one's
Ja,
gone.
blijf maar gaan.
Took a
plan
strange
mee.
curve, or is
I-
it just
What-
me?
what is
No,
it,
I feel like it
Ja, gaan,
broke
gaan, gaan,
quite
gaan, gaan,
hard.
gaan, gaan.
Yeah.
Kom, weg.
This is going to get into the house. Won't be shot, but will be something that they could use.
Oké.
Yeah, definitely picked something. Looked like it picked something on the ice or hit something and just kind of turned quite a lot. Campina going out wide as well. This one looks like it picked up, not picked up something, but it curled quite a little bit more. Came across the I on the king slice instead of all the way out at the K. So this is just going to kind of load up more stuff in the front.
Yes. Getting a miss out there.
Will we see one of the classic,
Zet hem af.
15 stones in play for 1 point? that we're used to seeing from Steengoed. There are already 2 stones out of play, so
Ja. Ja.
big weight here. Gets
Oh no.
one
in-
moving and then brings another one into the
Yeah.
house.
That is very unfortunate. Getting harder and harder for Steengoed to get a result out of this end here.
Yeah, Campina sitting 2 behind a lot of rubble.
Yeah, they're just looking to defense. They're sitting shot and second shot. Not easy to just come in and make a good draw. So they'll just strengthen the fortress.
Snelheid. Ja.
And to stay out wide on this right side, that's going to be on the
Come
right
on.
there in the front. Will that have enough to tap that other
Dat is
yellow?
goed.
Yeah, it does. That is
Ja, ja.
sitting 3.
2. There is still this redstone if
Oh,
you look in
okay.
between.
Yes,
Niels and
yep.
Alex, yeah.
Gewoon hier op.
I mean, I generally try not to look in between men's legs, but
Same, but if it's crucial information for the game, I have to overcome my fears and just make the announcements.
Ja. Ja, ik denk het
That
ook.
is part of the job,
Ja, wel, ik
being a
ga
curling announcer.
zelf al raak op dit hier. Ja. Ja, het is hè. Harder. Nee? Denk je dan minder?
playing another hit here. Wim straight
Ja,
onto the
Veka.
broom. Just kind of pushing a whole bunch of things around. Red pinballs through, but unfortunately slides around to the back. Yellow still sitting shot stone.
Yeah, it's not the worst. Give some
Yeah,
options again for
some
Steengoed.
gaps there, yep.
They were looking for a window of opportunity here to at least make sure the Ducks don't steal this end.
Wel wil ik niet aankomen.
Zou we stellen we in dicht komt toe.
Zij gaan dat doen.
Ja, is die.
Goed.
Looking at all of the angles here.
Yeah, I wonder how this will reflect thinking time.
Op
I
zich
feel
dit,
like both teams
die
kind of
opspeel.
take some time to consume or consume some time to make choices here in the beginning of this game.
Yeah, they're already below 6 minutes used in this match, so they still have two more stones to throw on this end and still make
Dan
the
spelen ze het
decision
al weg,
here.
hè? Als ik deze dan heb ik hier zelfs op plaats. Je hebt take-out. Take-out en zo. Dan ligt hij ook hier.
Meanwhile,
Misschien.
if your front end are like, dip, 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 what do we do now? Just circle around, waiting for a decision to be made.
Nope.
Wel heel laat rondkomen.
Stefan thought he made a decision, but nope, not quite.
Als ik dicht leg, speel ik dan open. En dan moet ik zelfs een goeie leggen.
Yeah, I mean, if they can get over onto the nose
Alleen
here,
dit is
or at
gevaar.
least even somewhat close, and that can go, and then the shooter rolls over
Op
here,
zich
they
niet
could
tikken.
still be sitting two.
Huh?
But the risk is if they're too far on the side, that could jam in there, and then
Dan speel
suddenly...
ik rond, hè.
All right, I think the
Come
final
around.
decision, come around, yep. Bring it very wide, come and sit right there.
Yeah. 8 minutes consumed already on Campina side.
Ah, ik heb tussen een
Second and
ander
still
Ik heb
ongoing.
Yes, might come back to get them later in the match.
Ja, dat is helemaal op de harde kant, bijna niet
Hey,
gespeeld, hè.
You can see Steengoed already kind of making comments about the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. A game within a game. Now all the professional teams, they know how to deal with it. And you still have your timeout to use.
That is true. Each team gets a 1 minute timeout. Got the line right. Does that have the weight?
Pretty decent.
Yep. That is going to settle in. Half buried just outside the 4.
Yeah, great stone here. As Philippe drops his broom, but no one else
And
did.
nobody else does. It's so disappointing.
Yeah.
I am offended.
Ja. Ja, veeg maar.
It was a little bit on the light side. Not gonna over
Ja, kom
curl.
aan, Dirk.
I gotta get around that top
Ja,
red.
plan B op.
It's gonna open
Plan
it
B
up.
maybe?
Maybe a chip in. Nope, misses that top one, and then ticks that
Okay.
other one in. So
Erik.
No sitting
Eerst wil
shot
ze niet doen,
and
want dat is
second.
niet.
Tinder is open. Walter is saying just take
Een
away the
moeilijke
final
move.
draw. Then yeah, it's not an easy draw with the amount of curl in there.
no. And I don't think they're really gonna try to play that takeout
the
on the
op-
red to hit the yellows, because
And there's also the race red on reds. Just tap in the second red to a shot position, which is not easy. And then there's the come around just on the left in that narrow
Oh,
gap. Also not
want
easy.
dus zo
through
wel
there,
achter-
you got through there. I would say, yeah, I think the blocking that center place,
Yeah.
that center is going to be the easiest.
I think if you're red, you're trying to draw over the middle and maybe bounce off yellow if you might overcurl. But I think that's the window you want to defend, being Campina.
Oh, hij komt wel. Hij komt wel. Oh, oh,
Oh, look at it curl. What's
sorry.
happening there? What is happening?
Oh.
Almost took
An
a...
over, an over, an over.
And now it curls back. and they didn't
what
sweep
they
it, so
thought.
now it's hogged. What a strange stone. It took an S-curve.
Yeah, I think it just threw Philippe off that, oh, it picked so much it's going to die that he just kind of left it. And
Yeah. That was very strange. And I don't know, was it because of the handle? No, not a lot of like rotation on the stone. I think you can see Stefan checking for like,
a little dirt or ice, something
there's
stuck
the
on the bottom. And
Ja, oké.
it happened before with the stone of Dirk as well, so I think it's a good
Yeah,
habit
not-
to clean
not-
your stones here.
yeah, not quite to that. Yeah, maybe the sweepers are going to have to stay on it and just keep the ice clean in front of the stones.
Curlen. Curlen.
On the heavier side, needs it to
Ja, daar
curl,
zit-
but it's
ja,
not quite
ja,
curling.
ja. Daar zit het fout.
Oh,
No result here, unfortunately, and this is a steal of 2 for Campina. You can see Niels a bit disappointed, and another really good plan B option. It just tapped off the guards. And yeah, both teams struggle, but Campina coming out on top so far.
yep,
Things
getting
can
away with
change.
one there. Anything can happen, but yeah, that was just an unfortunate ice, just too fast for that where they needed it to come. Didn't have enough time to curl over, and yep. So that's a steal of 2 for Campina as they now take a 3-0 lead heading into end number 3. You know, anything can happen, but you got to think that kind of stuff's going to play on Nils and the Steengoed's minds. Are they going to be able to stay focused on the match, do what they need to do?
Yeah, not getting a result is one thing, but not getting it because you kind of can't figure out the weights or the lines, that's the second thing, because if you stay in that zone too long, it kind of nibbles on your confidence.
Beetje naar binnen. 3.
Looks okay on this one, except suddenly takes a big
Wat een
Ja.
beetje.
turn right at the end, so falls off that center line.
I mean, we
Yeah.
played this B sheet yesterday with Take Out Tigers against Harikata. I remember it was also for us kind of a big element of the game, figuring out the amount of curl, how hard to throw to find certain paths. So kind of building that information and applying it right. That is the beauty of the sport. That's why a lot of people love curling.
Trying to hold this one around. If he's got it past the guard, this one's in the house. Good opening stone from Mills. Does peek around the other side, but they are in the house. Brings that guard into play. Did Walter say which hair he got cut?
No.
Ja!
That is a quick and convincing call from the skipper. Indeed tight on the line.
He's going to sneak around
Viva.
and gets rid of the shot stone, runs out the back, but good enough for government work.
Ja.
Now they know they can bring it just a little bit wider. They had the weight. Plenty of room around the guard. Looks like it's got more than enough weight to get in the house. Just need to make sure it curls over. Dragging it down those last few centimeters, nicely buried.
Sorry, Wim.
Excellent stone. Apologizing to the sweeper, but yeah, why?
That's their job.
That's
That's what
their
he's
job.
supposed to do.
That's why they call him the sweeper. I mean,
Recht hem op. Hier is ook cool.
I mean, that is the whole point. You have to make sure the sweepers sweep enough so they get out of breath and they don't have any more energy left to start complaining.
The tuck
Yeah.
back, yeah.
Ja!
This one making that turn. Once you get out wide on the sheet, you're not broken in. Pebble's not broken in. That curled a lot.
They're so
Oh,
so curly
Again,
tonight.
just binnen.
Like, what's going on? This is definitely not our fault. It has
Yeah.
to be the ice. This is the rule in curling. Curlers are perfect, but ice is such a strange substance. Behaves in such a strange way.
Yeah, I've never ever made a mistake in my entire life. Plenty of room.
Lovely
That
stone
is
there.
going to
A bit
go
deep
behind it.
though.
Yeah, that's going to go deep. Stefan putting all of his weight
Oh.
onto that, trying to get it out the back, and there it goes. Wow, that's.
I misjudged that one.
I mean, that just goes to
together.
show the speed of the ice is that it's just, especially once it got into the house last night, it just kept carrying, and we're seeing that a lot again tonight too.
Ja!
Starting to move. There it goes. That is going to catch on the wrong side of the nose of that yellow. Yeah, we saw
Sorry.
that quite a bit last
Well,
night
so-
too, where the takeouts were curling a lot as well. Couldn't
Okay, we
figure
gaan
out
naar
how
langs
much
doen,
ice to
Dirk.
give, how much weight to throw.
Ziet er snel uit. Lijn is goed. Ja, ja, ja. Ik denk dat je-
One is just going to clip that red. There's a little spit. Ooh, actually knocks that one out into the open. Possible double there as well. I never make mistakes. That is correct, Tour.
Ja!
I wonder, is this the real tour or is it just Christine making a fake tour account and trying to confuse you here tonight, John?
Yes.
Mooi.
Gets rid of the one. If you're Steengoed, try to come in around behind it. Keep using that same line you're familiar with.
Ja, 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 ja. Lijn, kom aan, vegen.
Very worried about the line here. Also, Dirk calling it straight out of his hand.
This one feels on the lighter side, so is that going to get around the yellow? Not quite. Chips it over in front of the red, but it does leave it a bit exposed, so Campina can get to it. Can get to that shot stone.
Ja!
And it's like deja vu.
Straight away, yep.
It's gonna be one of those nights, John.
Yep.
Like both teams are just throwing stone and then all over the place.
This one
That's
clears off that guard. Not a bad miss for them.
Well done,
It's
Rick.
gonna force Steengoed to put something over the top of it, but they're gonna opt to leave that one out in the open. Use those guards on the right side.
Nee?
Yeah, you would think Steengoed with just being the 3 of them, having the opportunity to throw 3 stones instead of 2,
Ja,
that
ja,
should give
ja,
you an
ja.
advantage to pick up that learning curve.
Oh, enkelsnelheid. Oh, laten vallen, laten vallen.
This one looks pretty good.
Also heavy, I
Might be a
think.
little bit deep. Yeah, did they oversweep that?
Goed.
A little bit. Stefan putting all of his weight onto it. And
Seconds.
could have
Okay,
kept
this is
sweeping
short.
it a little bit longer. I think he might have gotten that closer to being third shot.
Misschien als die, weet dat gewoon ass.
I was going to say maybe it's just Dirk's mustache that makes him look angry, but no, he's not happy.
Oh.
Beetje naar rechts over.
Going for the hit here. He's got plenty of weight. There, starts the break. And that will get a hit and right on the nose.
Oh. Je durft
Is there a double takeout here for Steengoed?
Yeah, I don't know, but I think if they try the double, it might jam on that red back there. So I think they're just going to try to hit and roll underneath, get underneath those guards.
Ja. Oh. Ja, ja, ja.
Sure, this one hits solid enough. That was going to be on the nose. And rolls a little bit to the middle. Doesn't quite get behind the cover, but you got to be happy that the stone stayed in play.
Yeah, although they really hope to find that roll.
Kijk eens, belangrijkste dubbel zal leuk zijn.
For 2 or more.
Stefan lining up the double here.
Kijk eens, belangrijkste. Dubbel, ja. Misschien iets meer?
I think that redstone in the back is now a second shot.
Yeah.
So double would be nice, otherwise they would leave Steengoed potentially with a draw for 2.
Gotta stay out. He's got one, and he's got
Nice
2.
double takeout.
Oh, look at that, and the shooter stays in the house as well. That is absolutely worthy. Absolutely worthy of the clip.
Gewoon
The magician
voor de duidelijkheid. Ja.
showing one of his super tricks.
So now a draw for 1 here for Steengoed to get on the board.
Yeah, and an important one because you're drawing against 2 yellow stones, I think.
Ja.
Just has to get to the 8 foot, starting to die. But I think that's fine.
Yeah, the weight's there, definitely the weight's there.
Oh, is that weight too much?
Could be.
Walter trying to get that one through, and I think
it's close. I'm not sure.
they kicked it away. I think it's 1 for yellow. I think it turned out to be a steal. They already kicked it away, so
yeah, it was kind of a frustration kick, and you could see Campina giving high five. So that is a very, very unfortunate steal of 1. Unfortunate from Steengoed's perspective, missing this let's say open draw here.
amazing double from Stefan. You get puts a little magic into it, and then just a little bit heavy, and the Walter being able to put that 30-kilo weight of his behind it.
Yeah, I think if you're Steengoed, okay, you kind of come in this position where okay, playing time is over. We had it's the game's not over, but we are running out of our margins and our tolerances to keep messing around. This is where we really have to kind of start turning things around. If not, we can get in a little bit of trouble here tonight against the Campina Ducks.
Yeah, but Campina has burned a lot of clock already through 3 ends, so
Yeah, and then
that is going to be something that Steengoed could just prolong the match. Maybe they can, we can have our first ever defaults, but
yeah, I mean a reason
Oh,
not to shake hands after 6 or 7 if you keep an eye on that clock.
that one just keeps going and drifts off the center line.
Goed. Zo is goed. Stond al.
Very important end for Steengoed. They need to get on the board, need to get themselves mentally back in the game. Plenty of room around that guard. Is that going to settle down on the house? Doesn't feel like it. Really leaning on that broom, and ooh, is it out the back? I'm not sure.
I think it's biting, but I'm not sure. Hard to
That
tell.
is so close. I can't tell from the overhead. It's not completely over the back line. It's just, is it still in the house?
Die vier is super. Hartstikke.
This also feels heavy.
Yep.
Oh, er weinig aan het doen.
Yep, that one slides easily out the back.
De losse. Ja,
Meanwhile, on a Shire, sweep child of mine against the Huskies. Sweep child of mine leading 2-1 here. I don't know how close both teams are at trying to promote to League A.
Yeah, not quite sure what the standings are there, who's done what. We know both of those teams will want to be playing for a high placement in the group. Plenty of room around the guard, takes a big turn there. Yeah, it's just a matter of making sure it gets into the house, stays behind cover. And there you go. Well-placed stone from Nils. Still kind of high, so Steengoed going to try to come in around behind it. And looking over on sheet C, I got to see who's red. College Boys leading team 2800 4-0. They're in the third end.
En is goed. Come on!
One starting to curl over. Will that get in behind the red?
Oh, mag
Feels like it's dying a little bit. Corner freeze is good. Gives them a bit of an angle at it. You're not going to get all the way through.
Ja, anders zo.
Getting way over on the far side of the house. You'll love to see that, all that curl. Expecting a good 7-8 feet worth of curl here to try to get behind the guards. This one staying out wide though. Keep on trying to drag that back. We'll actually get it buried for them.
Zacht op take-out. Ofwel dit, Ofwel dit, wel de kaart. Maar hek.
Wearing hack weight here, trying to get rid of some of the stuff in the middle.
Ja!
Is around the guard. Ooh, almost spoke too soon. Curled over quite a bit, gets some separation, and the red
prima.
goes all the way out of the house. Great stone.
Ja, klopt wel heel. Ik denk dat je gewoon naar achter kunt, hè. Toch liever zo? Oké. Ja, toch liever zo? Oké.
Going for a come around. Dirk likes coming from this side, I guess. It's off. There's.
Was it
I
the
don't know.
stagger?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that side's just a little bit higher up, so you got a little bit more space around it. Steengoed is still lying one. Wanting to get more in there, use those those stacked yellows as protection.
Ja.
Plenty of room around that top guard. But it's starting to fall over, and that is going to catch onto the yellow. Yeah, really a lot more curl tonight than we were seeing last night. We weren't going nearly as far wide with some of these stones, but
Yeah. Yeah, Dirk's not feeling it tonight with the draw weights. But just not only Dirk, I think a lot of players tonight.
I feel like all of them. I feel like there's just enough that window between perfect weight and between too light and too heavy is just it's a very small window tonight. They're getting out on paths that they're not used to, being so far wide of the house. Ooh.
Ja.
Yep, that
Yellow
did tap it into shots.
Makes such a big difference here.
And the way it's lined up, you got to be slightly inside of the nose of that top yellow, otherwise it's going to jam on the red in the back. Oops.
Wel rechtstreeks. Maar van mij nog eens proberen op. Oké. Gaan we nog verder opzij.
Yeah, Steengoed with the hammer, not always opting to kind of open the middle, just re-attempting those draws.
Yeah, sometimes that does work against them.
Lijn is goed, enkelsnelheid. Ja, 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 oh ja.
Oh, that one just bit. Picked up something, and
There's some strange stuff going on with the ice tonight.
yeah, that is unfortunate. Line looked pretty good, but probably loose piece of ice, some dirt. Who knows when you get out to that wide side of out to the edge of the sheet, ice becomes unpredictable. And Campina even just opting to stay away from that side of the outside of the sheet.
Ziet er hard genoeg uit. Ho, ho, ho. Ja, dat kan ook wel.
Walter trying to bend the stone with his special powers there.
Gets it around, tips on that red, but unfortunately just on the side and slides around. Now, don't forget to cast your vote. Voting closes at the conclusion of this end. Right now, looking really strong for Campina, but who knows? Steengoed could turn things around, maybe take the 5-minute break and settle themselves down, figure some things out.
Yeah, 3 more stones for red here. I mean, you can still open things up. Walter crossing the sheet as Dirk is making sure this stone is cleaner than a freshborn baby.
That will be outside the E there for the king slice, so should have plenty of room. But will that curl over enough? There it goes. Yeah, that should be just fine, although that will get a little behind the tee.
It is sitting shots.
That is shots, yes. But as it's behind the tee, now Campina knows, hey, this is the line. This is where we got to go. If they get one on top of that.
Yeah, look where they put the broom for this draw here. Obviously, they have to come around the Yellowstones, but still, like, plenty of curl here. Making sure nothing is left to chance.
A dirty spot on the ice.
Stoppen. Klein zoeken, klein zoeken.
This one is wide, and it's just kind of hanging out there.
Yeah, if it's wide, they have to make sure they don't leave a hit and roll here.
Ooh, it
Ooh.
looks like
They give a little bit of backing.
Yeah. Is that one shot? No, not shot. Gives backing for Steengoed to come in on top of it. Not sure they really want to come in on top of it, though. They'd like to be above the tee.
Yeah, if they come on top of it, then it's easier for Campina to do the same draw and then limit the score to 1 for Steengoed here. But yeah, at this point, Campina is sitting shots where they do have to deal with the Yellowstone if they want to score a couple of points.
Enkel snelheid, jongens. Bijna schot, snelheid.
That's plenty
Stays
of
wide.
weight. It's starting to curl over. No, that'll get over.
Oh, cross.
It'll get over on the inside part of the nose, so.
Yeah. Finds that
Well,
late
so-
curl.
So definitely shot stone for red. I think they might be sitting 2, but yeah, very. I don't want to say very easy, but it is. It's.
The good thing is he
Don't
is
fall,
through the
right?
stone before, so
yeah,
you can
you
have,
just do the same one. So yeah, just need to make sure they get that line right, a little bit heavy, and they can limit the damage to 1.
yeah. Anything that shots like on the tee line, that's perfect. Hard to take out, hard to deal with. That could just settle things here for Campina. Halfway the game after this ends, leading 4-0 so far. Maybe feeling if they can find a
Ooh,
good draw
this
here.
feels heavy, like too heavy. So that's gonna sit out wide, and that is not coming back. Yeah, that's that fine line with the weight where it's just a little bit up and it does not curl over. So
Yeah.
big chance for Steengoed to get back, make a big splash, get back into this match. We can draw for 3.
For 3 or for 2?
Well, I think
Because the Yellowstone in the back there is, yeah, maybe 3. Yeah.
yeah, this one and this one are counting. Oops. But if they tap on their own yellow or red, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it pushes one back. So that's going to be just a little bit hard. And so that will be for 2.
2 reds here. Quite a lot of stones in play. But they scored 2. Decent result here for Steengoed. They're going to measure maybe. They are going to measure. The way they are very careful with removing those stones. No.
kicked it
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
So
I felt like they were just very carefully removing the stones, which is typically something you do right before a measurement, but yeah. Couldn't figure out why they would measure. For us, it was clear it was 2 reds.
yep. So maybe they were going to look at the third one, but I thought the third one was
Yep.
was too far out. So I believe they are going to take a moment. No,
Yeah, I can see
Jan's coming
Jakke
in.
coming
yeah.
in, and also the Walter. So we can do a quick pop into the booth.
Make ourselves presentable.
Yeah, quite an interesting game so far. I felt like both teams are struggling, but Campina, they were slightly better. Steengoed made a couple of misses, and also Stefan with that double takeout, and then Steengoed missing that draw, giving up the end basically. For me, that was a decisive moment, not decisive already for the game, but kind of put the 4-0 on the boards, building up that pressure. And now it's good for Steengoed. They scored 2, but still, yeah, they're still trailing by 2, and they have to kind of step up if they want to beat Campina here tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was an important end to get on the board. They would have loved 3 to really tighten it up, but they're going to have to like Steengoed is going to have to gather themselves, refocus, come out of this break, and start playing and start finding those lines. The draw weight. I mean, they've had a couple of unfortunate stones picking and just really pulling off, but so has Campina. So they just both have to realize going out wide. You've got to start cleaning this. You've got to clean the paths. It's the only way to it.
Yeah. One thing I want to talk about here, and I'm going to pop over the camera. This is the thinking time consumed so far. We can see less than 50 minutes here for Campina Ducks. Is this going to be a topic? Is this something they have to kind of remind them it is important to keep an eye on the clock here? Because, yeah, that is consumed quite a lot. What if this game is going to be very close?
Yeah, if it comes down, if Steengoed could keep stretching it out, forcing Stefan to make some decisions and think about, overthink some shots, then that could come into play later in the match. They're just over halfway. I don't know if it's too much of an issue, but they do kind of have to be mindful of, like we saw in that second end, they used almost 8 minutes in that second end. So it's something that can come back to hurt them if they let a bunch of things get in the way and they have no clear opportunity or no clear line. That it could hurt them.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to ask is, what if you're like a super good curler and you can see your team is just messing up every shot, keeping things short, messing up with the line, and you're like, I don't deserve to be kind of butchered this hard. I want to kind of prove that I'm better than this, but yet my team is holding me back. Is there a format out there where you could prove, Will, this is where I could actually prove I am legendary? I
am glad you asked. Look at this. We have the Curdia Legends Tournament, a one-on-one singles curling extravaganza. You can prove your mettle. You have to call the line. You have to throw the stone. You have to sweep it. It's your strategy. It's all down to you. So if you feel like you got to show everybody, hey, this is how good I am, here's your chance. April 4th here at Curling Club Zemst. 75 euros, 32 players. There's going to be a group stage followed by knockouts, dinner, breakfast, lunch, food, prizes, you name it, all to support Team Verraken and their chance to go to the European and World Championships. I'll get that out.
Yeah, the World's B. That's the
World B. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're facing like a new world as of next season, even ramping up their quality, their trainings. They want to go to these tournaments, better tournaments. They're looking for funding. And I think if you want to just donate money, that's fine. They will be happy to take it. Yeah. But this also gives you some fun because you can actually donate money, eat some food, play some curling with your friends, have enjoy the day basically, and also supporting us, Curdia, because we're also doing this as a semi-voluntary kind of
raising funds for Team Verraken, but we're also raising funds for Curdia so we can expand our coverage, bring you guys more curling, hopefully from farther afield from in Europe. We already go to Austria, we've gone to Luxembourg, we'd love to go to other countries, and we need your help.
Yeah, and we are dying to have Mustache Man because he was so joyful to watch him sitting on the hot seat during the LSD challenge. We really want him back. He hasn't been convinced yet. He's sitting on the fence. He's kind of doubting, yes, no, maybe. So if you see Dirk in the coming weeks, months, and if you kind of see him, make sure you can kind of nudge him over, giving these gentle pushes towards, hey, you should be a courier legend. Sure, you're legendary already with the mustache and everything, but there is this kind of extra level of epicness that is still out there.
All right, they have started up, and so let's jump out onto the ice. We see Nils Stone coming in. That's going to over curl off the center. Dirk not very happy about that. But it is what it is. There we go.
Jellen!
I have the wrong score up there.
Yes, 4-2 indeed.
Yep, I see what happened. Now it's all correct.
All up, Matt.
This one curling over does set up a corner guard. So now they've got that double stack over there on the side.
Ik probeer.
The timers are getting a bit tired.
So many pressings of the buttons.
Yeah. Sunday evening has been a long weekend for everybody. Team Reken winning against, I think they played Viri for sure. Probably some other games as well. I don't know by heart.
This one settling in nicely on the center line.
Played Harikata as well.
Yes. Yeah, I think Buraken played Vidi in the first weekend.
Yeah.
Probably had a 9 a.m. training this morning or something, if there was free ice. This one looks like it's got plenty of room around the guard, but doesn't have enough weight to get into the house. Ooh, just slightly kisses it. Stefan trying to put all of his might down into it to drag it, and comes up just a bit light.
Yeah, that kiss just slowed it down just enough for it to not reach the paint there.
Ja.
Interesting, going for a mid-corner guard. Something just in front of the house, take away the draw path. Interesting. Wait. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Somehow the scoreboard is saying it's final. We have not finished the match yet, so.
No, that is not the case. Walter indicating this is heavy. Hopefully it can still pick up a curl, but I think this will just fly through the house. And I mean, for Steengoed, they still have opportunities. It's not like Campina is playing flawless. They have their portion of mistakes. It's just a matter of punishing them.
Ja. Ja, stond hier, hè.
There we go.
I'm saying it's on the heavy side.
Dan ziet er goed uit. Ja.
As it starts to break, there it goes. Did he hold it, or did they wait a little bit too long?
Yeah, waited too long.
Just a little too long. It will trickle into the house. Or just sit out in the open and kind of takes away some of that gap. Going for hit and roll here, try to get underneath the cover.
Yep.
Starting to fall to the outside. That is going to catch it and rolls out, but does get rid of that shot stone, so that's the important part.
Yep. I feel like we're kind of more or less in the same situation where both teams are like, I'm not entirely sure how this went wrong again, but yeah.
Yeah.
Ja,
This
gaan!
one's dying though.
It's just dying real hard. It's even going to be an effort to just get it over.
Wow.
Cannot get it over. And Dirk is not having his night tonight.
No. He does, admittedly, he does hate playing on stream.
I know what the reason is. Look at the hat.
Yeah.
He is a spy undercover. And this is like, I don't get it. There are like these black little pieces of cotton that keep getting under our stones and messing up with everything. How is it getting there?
This one also kind of coming in. I think it's going to be just a little bit light, and it's going to catch up against everything. So lots of rubble building up in the front, but nobody able to get behind it yet.
I mean, it's still strange for me, so astonishing to see those two experienced teams struggle so much finding that drawway, just finding not just a stone perfectly on the pin or on the button, but just in a decent spot in the house, basically.
This one going very wide. Has plenty of room, but will that get over around behind cover? Keep trying to drag it over there, and it's it nicely buried in the 4. But you can tell they're a bit. That was a nervous laugh if I've ever heard one.
Yeah. It was like with the laugh in a normal situation we wouldn't be super happy, but in these circumstances.
Yeah, after what's been going on tonight, they're like, yeah, this is finally.
Yeah.
And they hold it.
This one gonna be very close to that. Oh, he called him off.
He called him off. He called him off. Oh no.
But I'm not sure that even if he kept the ball, it would have been able to stay on there. But
yeah. Stefan saying it felt good, and then I mean just by stopping the sweep efforts.
Maybe
I don't know.
It was always going to be tight. It was always going to be close. So the first blink in this end. Well, I guess there's been a lot of blinks, but yeah, this one a break, if you will, for Steengoed. Opportunity to get over on top of the shot stone they already have in play. This one feels light. Like.
Ja, blijven gaan. Lijn is goed.
Where's that breaking point?
Come on.
Oh, he likes the line. This one looks really good. Yep, gets easily around the guard. That's going to get in buried. And keeps on going back at the 4-foot. Great sweep.
Yeah, this stone is buried, sitting shot and second. And all of a sudden, for Campina, they're in a bit of a troubling situation here.
Redelijk hard.
Yeah, there is a double there, though.
Geweldig met de next kans gaan.
Gonna try that double. And why not? What's the... I don't think you can make it worse.
Redelijk hard.
Plenty of room around the guard. It's Going to catch the one, but oh, it jammed. Just a little bit wide on that one. Good effort, but unfortunately not good enough. Steengoed's going to try to come it around, get another one buried. Sit two and put some pressure on Campina.
Yeah, a lot of pressure.
What?
I think, John, this is still going to be a close game.
I think we're going to see an eighth end. Didn't look like it so much at the beginning, but last couple of ends, seeing Steengoed finally figure things out. This is quite wide.
Is wel snel precies.
And it's a little fast. Yeah, don't do anything, let it curl over.
Yeah, they don't really want to leave a double, so hopefully they can freeze up against it.
Oof. Ooh, I should have swept that, I think.
I think so too.
I think he thought it was going to get there.
Yeah.
Iets minder hard.
I really think Nils thought that was going to get there. Comes up just a little bit short, leaves basically a nose hit double.
The nose so short.
Despite how this end has turned out, Campina not used that much thinking time.
No, they're back on track again.
Going to do the job. Oh no, just did it. And pushes it out, and they scored two.
Yeah, that's kind of leaving the redstone in a place where they allowed Campina to throw the double. That was the mistake here. I mean,
Let's go.
even flashing it or leaving it as a guards would have been a better result than kind of putting it in a top corner position.
Nils should have stayed on the sweep to finish it off. Maybe he could have gotten it frozen.
Yeah, even if it was heavy, just sweeping it. A small tap and roll to the side, but making the shot stone harmless. Yeah, it's so easy if you're here, and also so easy to make these comments after the stone has been played and settled and all of that, then you know the information. But Campina Ducks leading 6-2, scoring again 2 important points on their hammer.
Just when we said it was going to an eighth end, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, normally 2 more hammers for Steengoed, but they will have to make them count here.
Iron is goed.
This one will come into the house. May actually go through. Not the worst thing in the world for Campina.
Ah, doe mee.
Sits behind the tee.
Yeah, it makes sense. Any stone you can put into that 4-foot circle is the good opener if you have a 4-point lead.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to set up guards and give up, make things easy for Steengoed.
No, indeed. I mean, that makes it also harder playing against experienced teams. As soon as they build up a score lead like that, they will just shift strategies and they will play to secure the win instead of trying to get a steal out of each end.
Hey, Bina, good to see you. Oh, I did not know you were a doctor. Seeing from his username, Dr. Bina's Dr. Bina Plumber. Bina Plumber. Were you watching the match this whole time, waiting until it was the right time for to start rooting for the underdog?
Ligt erop, hè?
Oh well. My brother has doctor in his username, but that's because he went to school for 10 years, but he did not become a doctor. He was not a doctor. He just really liked school. Or he liked being at school, not necessarily going to school.
You liked school
Oh,
as an
Last
opposite
genoeg.
to starting your working career.
Yep.
Oh! Perfect.
This one will settle in. Just trickles behind that T line though.
Ja.
Still usable.
Big pressure here from Campina.
I enjoyed school myself, but I preferred my favorite year of school was the year after I graduated and still lived with my college roommates. So I got to do all of the cool party stuff, but I was working, so I had the money to do it. And I lived in a cheap college town, so it was quite quite an extravagant year, I would say. This one coming down over on the top, that'll settle in. That'll be on the button, so a little bit of backing. But I don't think Campina minds that. I think they're just going to try to keep stacking stuff on top. If Steengoed, force Steengoed to try to move things around, is to lock it in, force to one.
Yeah,
Great.
narrowing down that scoring area here. I mean, Campina doesn't mind Steengoed just scoring one on their hammer.
Hij komt wel. Hij komt wel. Komt.
It's just about the weight.
Oh,
Line
oh,
looks
oh, oh,
good.
oh, oh. Komt goed.
Let that one curl over. There it goes.
Goed.
That's going to just sit right there on top.
Dus wel geen shot, maar prima.
Even taps it back a little bit, creates a little bit of a gap. So now that red is open.
Yes, for Steengoed, this is such an annoying yellow stone here. Hard to score a lot of points with the red stone in the back, and then that center guard up front.
Take a look over the top.
Nee, het is er nog na.
Oh, yellow might even be shot.
Opschudding in de wedstrijd.
That is tight. So I think Steengoed really kind of has to get rid of that, try to get rid of it, and they're probably going to have to lose their own red in the process. So
yeah, and Dirk was about to get ready to throw this stone, but Niels mentioned, no, it's still my stone. Just stay there. So the first cracks in this solid team are starting to show.
it's a little bit wider than that yellow when they just came in. Trying to get this one to curl over. Oh, it's just a little bit light.
Yeah, and that really helps Campina again, I think, because, yeah.
Lelijke shot.
Yellow shots.
Yep, anything over the top there. Yeah, Campina, they've got the easy job now. It's just to make things difficult for Steengoed, and that just means throw up a bunch of stones out in front.
Yeah, so Steengoed, they had the hammer, not opting to kind of build up stuff on the sides, but again,
Oh, let hem eerst
allowing
curlen.
to clutter the center.
This one staying a bit wide,
yep,
starting to
yep,
curl
yep.
over now.
Nice.
Oh.
Very nice.
And
Good.
yep, still jamming things up in the middle, going to make things very, very tough.
I think Niels is looking at the double, maybe. Yellow and yellow, double them out. I mean,
Gaan we dat proberen?
why not?
Yeah, you've got this catch it just over here. Pink.
It's
pink.
a tricky one, but if they make it, to me, that is shot of the match, because it's
Yeah.
so subtle. The line has to be so perfect for this.
And I don't hate it even if he's a little wide and it catches on this, because then it will still open up
Yep.
that middle.
Ja. Ja. Come on, Wim.
This one over curling, yeah,
Yep.
just a little bit. Gets on the inside part of the nose.
Yeah. Now, yellow is buried. I don't know if there's enough curl with a little bit of hack weight takeout to come from the other side and maybe nudge yellow out. Hard to tell.
Maybe.
Maybe,
yeah.
but extremely difficult, I guess. Needs to curl most of the stone around the center guards to pull it off.
Lijn is goed.
And that yellow stone
Swing is goed,
is
hè?
not really helping Steengoed right now.
Oh!
And
Wat
it
een
is
rustig
shots.
curlen.
I'm settling in, trying to drag it over, just get a little bit more. Yeah, I think that does the job.
Yep.
They can't really do
What?
much with that one. Yeah, maybe they are trying that like hack weight backline kind of
Yeah, with
throw at it.
even putting something like top 8 that they can run back with the last stone, that could also help.
Ja,
Like
zo.
Oof.
Ja,
That feels
vegen!
tight. Yeah, that's gonna over curl maybe.
Oh, 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 stop, stop,
On the
stop,
guards.
stop.
Yeah, might as well
On
split
B.
it open. That's not the worst either.
Ooh, this is nice. Kind of unlocked the true yellow stones in front, so the angles just are slightly different, and all of a sudden they have an option here.
Yeah.
Pas op voor die plek daar, hè. Blijven cleanen, hè. Dat is raar is.
Warning about the ice there.
Somebody finally remembered to remind the sweepers to keep it clean.
Yeah, especially with if you're throwing a guard, it will go very slow over that weird spot there, so it will affect the stone.
This feels very tight.
Yeah, it's already over curling, I guess. Already over curling.
Oh, ze hebben niks mee. Oh,
Yep, so that is gone.
Yeah, and now a unique opportunity here to
dat
do
is een
this
beetje
run
naar
back.
binnen. Schulder kwam
Yeah.
hier.
Yeah.
And because those redstones just separated just enough, the run back is there. And at this stage of the game, this is where you cannot make a miss anymore. You have to really.
Ja,
Oh no.
ja,
Oh, no.
ja, 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 ja.
Oh, it's over curling. But it gets that tap, and ooh, that makes things interesting.
Yeah, interesting, but not super nice. Nice enough. You have an angle. Red on yellow. Yellow is gone. The red stays. You can score 2, something like that.
Haal.
Oh, going for the timeout. Yeah, this is going to be.
Start pakken.
Yeah, this is good to.
Wegspelen is
take some
gevaarlijk.
timeout. Let's hear what he has to say.
Voorleggen ook.
Nee, de klok.
Oh, graag daar. Zo.
They
Maar
want
ligt
to
hier
come
weer
in with a
beter.
draw. Both the
Ah,
takeouts.
het is moeilijk voor
en
hier
de
te
guards
geraken.
is
En als ik er
dangerous
niet
in his
geraak,
opinion.
dan liggen ze hier voor een paar punten. Maar dan moet ik hier voor liggen, hè. Moeilijk, hè? Ja, maar dat is moeilijk.
Yeah, I think plugging up that hole.
Als ik hem wegspeel.
I think
Als ik hem
just
hier raak, is hij
tapping
weg.
yellow in between the 2 red ones could be a nice option.
Als ik hier raak, is dat goed?
And if you overcurl and you tap
Ja,
out
die gaat
the
jammer.
reds, that
Ik vind guard gevaarlijk. Want hij is ook gevaarlijk.
Yeah, Stefan doesn't like the guard, but
Yeah,
he
he's-
doesn't like playing in. He thinks that's dangerous too. I mean,
Ja,
what he's
maar die
talking
guard
about
is
is.
goed raar. Je kan even goed hier zetten.
I wouldn't
Kan
mind
snap hem doen,
stepping
dan komt hij.
the yellow
Dus
stone onto the
daarom,
back
deze
red
kant
one.
guard.
Yeah. Yeah, they want to play this, and he wants to try to get rid of that, move it out to the side, and then have the shooter sit. But he's also saying that if he's
Ja.
over curls it
Ik wil
and it
proberen,
hits
maar die doen
that,
heel raar
then
That's
daar.
also nice.
it's also nice.
Yep.
So they've got options, but yeah, there also is the risk that if he's wide here, then that goes away, and then the shooter goes away, and then suddenly they're lying too. So it's
It's interesting.
Hoop dat
Ja.
dat geen weggesmeten is.
not happy.
Ja. 3 of zoiets.
This is going to be out wide, so that kind of rough patch is going to come into play. Sweeper's not watching it, though.
Such a little stone might catch the red guard there, red corner guards.
It is. Is it going to get enough of a chip?
Small chip.
I got the
Just not quite enough, I think. I think
Yeah,
there's still
it's
room.
interesting. It's still interesting because if you want to get rid of yellow, you have to hit reds on the outside, and this is where the yellow stone is blocking that path. So it forces kind of Steengoed to go inside out.
Yep.
And it's possible, of course.
Gewonnen, hè?
Nose hit on the red is
normaal.
okay.
Yeah.
Moet hem inraken, hè? Ik denk dat dat te veel is. Nee.
And an opportunity here for Steengoed again to turn things around here. The angle is slightly in their advantage.
This is by no means an
Yeah.
easy stone.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
straight for the
yeah.
sweep.
Already crossing the
Come
center
on.
line here. Oh, this is going to be
Left,
tight.
left,
This is
left,
going to
left,
be
left,
very
left, left,
tight.
left.
No, it's on yellow.
Ooh, I mean, it opens it up, but that's not what they wanted. They needed to get rid of that yellow.
Yeah. So same situation like before, which means not a lot of thinking time needed
Ja, snap
for
een beetje.
the Ducks.
And Campina just gonna
Zullen we
run it back, do it again. Same shot.
And if you're Steengoed, you kind of have to cross your fingers and kind of hope for a small error on your opponent's sides. But then even if they make a small error, you still have to make your shot as well.
Een andere lijn, hè?
This one's a different line, a little bit narrower.
Yeah, couldn't curl very hard in the end. We know this line
This
is
one
ooh,
is gonna over
overcurls.
curl. Yeah.
Ah,
That is definitely to the advantage of staying good there.
Yeah, and this proves why Stefan was kind of scared about throwing this guard, because there's so much curl in there. As soon as it overcurls, this is basically an open invitation here for Steengoed to score 3 or 2.
Ja, 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 ja!
Ooh, was this
Oh,
goal
it's
too
gone.
late?
Ja!
Oh, it's gone.
Kom aan,
Not
Dirk!
sure yet, not sure. It's hitting reds. It's okay. It's okay.
It's going to be for 2.
2. That's
All right, that's it. Really looked like it was crossing
Yeah,
over and was going to be a kind of a disaster, but gives them 2.
Yeah, 2 very important points here for Steengoed to really stay in this game, and hard-fought points. 6-4 game is not over.
Nope. But they're gonna have to hold them to 1 and then score 3 on their last
Yeah.
hammer, or they have to steal in.
2 is good. Yeah, I think if you're Campina, you still have the 2-point advantage, the 2-point lead, but with this eyes and you know how much you're kind of struggling, I think for them it's also 2 Marines. Come on, guys, keep it up, stay focused. They still have to stay strong.
Yeah. About 8 minutes for
Should be fine. That's-
Campina. That should be more than enough. They
Yeah.
do not have their timeout, so if they're forced to think a long time, then. But I think Stefan will be coming up with plans early and often.
stel
4
het voor.
minutes per end should be, that's more than the average amount of minutes you need.
Yeah, it's what, roughly 3 minutes, 40 seconds per end.
Yeah.
Nils getting things underway here in end number 7. Getting this one over the hog line, but it's going to curl off the center line. And Campina says, let's just come straight into the house. Let's get in behind it.
Yeah, makes sense. Just claim that spot behind
Jelen!
the center guard.
Run!
Ooh. And again,
Oh.
sweeping for line.
Alleen lengte! Alleen lengte! Voor de T-line, voor de T-line! Zit het diep, dat is
This one
hard!
coming around nicely. Wanted to keep us above
Heel
T.
mooi.
Good stone there.
I wonder if at
That's
this
pretty
point
cool.
Campina gets the upper hand, having 2 sweepers after that many sweep efforts.
Yeah, there's been a lot of sweeping. When the ice is this fast, yeah, the sweeping comes more into play. And as the match gets later, having only one sweeper certainly is a disadvantage. Though I've never really seen Wim get tired, so
I feel like every stone needed sweeping in this game so far, except for
Yes.
some of the takeouts.
Yeah.
But even takeouts were swept to hold the line. Ooh,
oh,
this is a
very
stone.
nice little corner freeze
Win,
there.
win. Sorry, joh. Robert,
Sweeper staying off this one. Dina, yeah, they
burnt.
the ice
of
is
textures.
very curly. Oh,
Dat
that's
is
a
een hele
shame.
mooie.
The ice is very curly. They sanded the stones Wednesday night, Thursday morning, so the ice has been, and they've been doing
Yeah.
a lot to the ice to keep it fast. So there's a lot of curl and a lot of speed.
Ja, ja. 4, hè? Ik zou 4, ik zou liggen. Allee, als de winnaar komt, hè?
And Dirk and Niels were like discussing what do we do. Niels is saying, I just want to draw. Dirk immediately agreed, and then Niels said, well, on the condition Wim agrees to that choice, but Wim always agrees. I mean, I've never seen Wim disagree or make a fuss out of a decision.
No. Oh, this feels on the heavier side. It's gonna curl back, but I think Stefan is going to be able to drag this deep into the house. At least second shot.
Kaart weg.
But yeah, this with
Well,
the
the hammer-
sanded stones, it's been very curly. It's been a lot of fun, especially
The
with the
guard.
weight.
Take-out. Dit is goed. Vul de kaart.
I was wondering if Campina was going to take away that guard or not. At the moment, it helps them. I mean, they're not going for the guard directly. They're going for the stone in the back. But if it overcurls, getting the guard's not the worst.
Ja. Oh.
Easily around the guard. And that will pick it off.
Terug, hartstikke Jan.
A little bit on the wide side. Shooter rolls away, but all they're
That's
worried
cool.
about is having those reds in the house.
Ja, ik zou zoiets spelen, backpage. Denk je mee? Oké. Oh, hij zit naar buiten. Wachten, wachten, laat hem curlen. Laat hem curlen. Curl, 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 curl,
This one will start to go.
curl, curl.
Needs to get it behind the yellow. They want this one in shot position.
Ja.
Looks pretty good. Oh, did they need to sweep it that much?
Ooh, could be nice. Could be nice.
That will settle down.
It is shot. It finds the protection of all of the guards.
Hard
Steengoed
work.
trying to steal, so it is a very, very decent stone here. Puts the pressure on Campina exactly as Steengoed wants to do.
All right, that's just going to peel off the guard. Going to try to force Steengoed to start putting stones back up at the top instead of in the house.
Ja.
Will peel it off.
Hoi.
Shooter rolls to the outside. Nicely played.
Gewoon duwen. En dan ligt hij hier. Alle drie achter elkaar. Ja, oké. Ja, dat is goed.
No, Dirk not wanting any part of that. He wanted, Niels was asking, like, just tap on the red, kick the yellow out, but then you leave all 3 reds lying in a line, put in a line.
Yeah, I like Dirk overruling this. I mean, they have the shot stone, it's protected. Why would you kind of throw something at your own protection? You can just come around as well.
2, 3.
Worst thing they could do is mess it up, open things up, and expose the shot stone.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. They want to try to steal as many as possible, but this one on the light side, is that even going to get to the house?
Oh, the center guard is also usable. Remember, they're still trying to steal, so even the guard is actually usable. Because if Campina is trying to get rid of stones to reach the shot stone, it's an extra guard. So they probably don't want to leave out there.
Yep.
Yep.
This feels very tight. I think this
Feels like it's curling hard right now.
Oh, but no, that's going to be all right. Oh,
Well,
but
it's the
they
center
don't
guards.
want that
Yeah,
though.
so it
Oh.
overcurls. It curled really hard, and now it it hits too much on the nose. And it's a 3 center guards, and now a come around opportunity here for Steengoed. If they put something on the pin, they sit shot and second shots.
Oké. Ja.
And you can see
Ik kan
Dirk
snel laten.
helping to
Ja,
sweep in
voor
case
Laan,
it's
voor
needed.
Laan. Ja.
Oh. Leinkel was very late on this one, and
Oh, daar komt terug. Ja.
whoa, what's Stone just curls back. How?
It picked something.
What on earth? What on earth?
That is the second S stone of the night.
I think even the players are
Hang
like
on me.
super confused.
Dat is echt plots.
That's some wild stuff going on tonight.
There is a curse. Oh, pushed off very hard here. I think
Ja.
maybe
Ja.
Gonna pick it and slides. Well, at least it's not covering up, so
Goed.
perfectly fine.
let's see if they can do a come around with a single curl instead of a bendy trajectory. And I mean, it's so rare to see a stone curl back just in general, let alone seeing it happen twice in
Yeah.
in a game here.
I don't know, the first time it happened, though, it was an obvious pick. Like, it really just kind of moved. This one didn't seem to have that, like, giant motion one way or the other.
It indicating this is heavy. But yeah, there's that dead spot. You cannot relax too much. You have to stay on top of it. Although it is kind of heavy though.
Yeah. Yeah, that one, no problem getting through.
Missed opportunity here for Steengoed to do a good draw. I mean, they have the center guards.
Openmaken is te laat, hè.
Yeah, Bina's saying that stone stopped turning at that point. Yeah, that's generally what it means. When something is picked, it's basically getting stuck underneath, and yeah, a lot of times you see it. It changes direction. Sometimes it
Focus
completely
probeer
stops the
naar-
rotation. It's wild, and it can be completely
Moet me nou
different for
hier
every stone that runs
voor.
over the same spot.
Campina opting to leave the center guards and do the come come around themselves, which means needs to be shot if it is wide or deep. And they give again opportunities here for Steengoed to do hidden rolls or draw against the backing or anything like that. So important draw here for the Campina Ducks.
This one quite wide. I don't think this one's going to get behind cover. And also comes up short of shot.
Yeah, and I think very nice nose hit takeout would be ideal here for Steengoed. That would leave them shot and takes away the draw path.
Yeah, I think a nose hit here. This yellow goes away. Oops, I'm drawing on the wrong spot. Nose hit here. Yellow goes away. This shooter kind of digs in over here or even comes over there. And then you've got the shot stone sitting there.
Then again, they could also throw in their red one. Then red becomes second shot stone and even rolls a bit inside. I kind of like that option as well.
Ik zou zelf niet tikken, ik zou weer volop spelen. Dan win. Dan deze tikken.
Yeah. Like straight on red, yellow goes out, your shot and second shots, and the draws are kind of blocked on both sides. Good work.
Now, what's the negative if they make that? What does it leave for Campina? And I don't hate this red one here, red there, because then they're going to have to do something with this yellow shot. To bring it in.
Yeah,
so
kind of forcing to tap in that yellow one. Kind of like it. So an interesting opportunity here for the green boys. Thinking time is no longer an issue. Like well over 5 minutes for the Ducks. 6+ minutes plus timeout for Steengoed.
Ja. Ja.
Hold it. There's the hit.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Oh, this is
and
beautiful.
I think his shooter even stayed for third shot.
Yeah, and even it touches maybe in a way that the run back becomes harder to make. They are shot and second shot. There is still the draw against the shot stone. I think it is, but it's so hard to make. Oh, this is a beautiful stone here. The revenue is so high. It is shot, second shot, potentially third. Not sure about that. Not confirmed.
Wat minder moet dat tikken? Deze is voor draw, hè? Of het hele tikken.
That's not going to be easy.
No.
Of niet de hits, want hij gaat er maar net van hebben, niks. Gewoon T-line.
But it just has to get into the biting the 4 foot, so
Yeah,
it doesn't have to go very far, but
Gewoon T-line.
yeah, but the risk is like
It's
just
for him,
imagine
it's a steal,
overcurling
fucking
and tapping red in, then that's a steal of 3. That would be
yeah. And if it hits on this side, does it jam enough in there to have enough pace to get into the 4 foot?
oh, this is going to be such an interesting stone here. So important. I mean, they had a 6-2 score lead a moment ago. Going for his come around, just touching 4 foot is good enough.
But they do have the advantage that even if it's just wide, if it settles down.
Small tap, yellow.
Oh, I don't think he got
Steal
it.
of 2, steal of 2.
That is a steal of 2.
And a huge
For
steal of 2.
Steengoed. Wow.
Well, they still have the
Clear
hammer
it.
and the last end, but 6-6 tie going into the last end, and Steengoed is picking up the momentum here. Steengoed coming back from a 6-2.
Oh, wait. Excuse me. Wrong wrong score.
Yeah, no.
There we go. That's more like it.
But this is really kind of shifting in Steengoed's favor. Remember, they were trailing by 4 points after 3 ends and took 2. Campina immediately took the 2 back.
And Walter putting the score in the wrong spot. No, Walter, you did not score.
Nice try, Mr. Walter. Nice try.
Ja, maar hoe ver ben je hem dan, hè?
Ja.
Als...
Ja.
It's also because they're standing underneath the
Oh,
ice spike.
And I wonder how much pressure these guys are feeling right now, because it's so close, and with this tricky item, we've seen both teams make minor mistakes, also good stones, but also a lot of like these minor mistakes.
Bina asking, does goed mean good in English? Yes, it does.
Yes. And Steen is stone.
Yep. And Steengoed, it's kind of a slang for like, well,
It's not. It's just a pun, and
Yeah.
like stone good. Stone good means incredibly well in Dutch.
that one not on the center line, but does stay out in front of the house. Steengoed will be wanting to get something in place and just bunch it up. Campina wanting to leave it open to make sure they have an open draw for the win on the last end.
Ja!
Last stone, I mean. Oh, this one picked.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's moved again.
It's that
just a
strange spot
huge
in the
break.
ice there. I mean, I understand why both teams might want to avoid just crossing that spot. Makes the stone so
No, that's-
unpredictable. It is biting though. Steengoed. Although Steengoed, they have this nice comeback, they still have to steal, and stealing is never easy, so they're not there yet. Campina, although they've lost their point lead, still have the hammer advantage, which can be so important here.
Tapping on the red, or is that going to over curl? No, that is going to over curl and come into the house.
Yeah. I think if you're Campina, you probably just want to make sure you keep things as open as possible, so you can just seal the deal with an open draw and get things done.
Yep.
You don't want to have difficult draws or run backs or whatever.
Ja!
Oh, there it goes.
Follow back.
It's already going away. So,
yep.
5 rock rules, so they're still going to have to make sure.
Ja, maakt niet weg.
Yeah,
En
and
hier hem laten liggen
Stefan
zitten.
already double checked with Dirk. Do you want to place it back if we take it out?
Ja.
If so, you might as well just
Yeah,
get rid of it.
might as well stop it so it doesn't.
No discussion on where is the stone, where was the original position. Oof. And yeah, not really a good miss here for Campina.
Ja, dat is traag.
Flow is not the worst. They can use guards, but they really want it over the hog line.
Not really as slow as he thought it was,
No.
but not going to quite get to the house, but does set up another little stacked guard, stack something up there.
They have stuff to push deeper.
Kom bij die alzen. Iets harder.
And now if you're Campina, just fire some missiles.
Asking for something a little bit harder. That feels tight, though. I think he wanted it a little bit wider. Sweeper's not really saying anything about it just yet. Oh, actually wanting it to curl more. And catches it on the nose.
Yes, just one. Yellow stays there, so
Wonderful, hè?
still a bit scary. Still a bit scary. I mean, the whole idea of keeping things open, not having to get into trouble halfway or having to draw a difficult draw with your last stone. It's not there yet, and Steengoed has options.
Nog minder? Ja.
This one is light, though. It's got to get over the hog.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
hard.
that one unfortunate. Just, yeah, trying to get a little too cute with it or too perfect and coming up light.
Not the kind of mistakes you want to make this close to the
Deze, ideaal zou zijn wat meer. Wat, we zullen deze pakken.
Looking at the option, if it misses, if it overcurls, then they can still double them out and kind of keep that center clean.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Just avoid having rubble piling up in the center there.
That one is going to be okay. Catches the nose and
excellent.
rolls underneath. And moist
Excellent.
game. Very nice stone.
And they promote reds into a shot position behind the two yellow stones there. They will attempt to do so.
Got options here. If it stays a little bit wide, then they can come around.
Snelheid. Enkel snelheid. Waar is de snelheid? Niks.
It's definitely a little bit wide. That will get around behind and settles in nicely. You can't complain about that one at all.
This really makes up for Duke's earlier mistakes.
Yeah.
You can see the excitement, the happiness, the pure joy on his face.
He's checking out the other match to see if he needs to what score's going on. Yeah.
Yep.
Attempting to do a double takeout here. Crucial stones for Campina.
This one's staying out wide. I think that's going to shoot through. Yep. But does open it up, does expose it, forces Steengoed to put up a guard.
Sure to clean the stone.
Enkel lengte. Enkel lengte.
Feels heavy.
Yeah, and very wide. That's going to tap on the yellow. Oof.
Oh no. Yeah, this is leaving your shot stone wide open. Oh, this could be
just when we were throwing heaps of praise at Dirk, and this happens.
Yeah, you can see Dirk is he knows this could have been a crucial mistake. Oh man, you're just teasing with the boys now, Stefan.
This one on the wide side. Nope, but that's going to get enough.
Dit kwam laat.
That one curled over very late.
Draw is still there. Not easy. It is there.
Denkt iets minder.
Final two stones for both teams here. Steengoed still they have options. There are stones on the center line. 8-foot circle still has room to fit a shot stone.
Ja! Zit naar binnen.
Yeah, that does feel a little bit tight. They're going to have to sweep this one hard to get it around.
Yeah, this is
It's
never
also
coming around.
light as well. Yeah, that's never even in the house. Ooh, that's a shame.
Hier. Ook
Now
al
it's
hier is het
first team to get one behind those guards. But then again, Campina doesn't mind. They've got the stone in the house already, 2 stones in the house already.
Oh, moet erbij.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the 8 foot
Zeg dat wel,
is
eindigen.
still
ligt
wide
dat in de weg
open.
van
There
Halle.
is room to find some cover. Not easy to find protection. Steengoed,
Dat
they
ik dat
just
wel,
have
maar
one more
ligt dat
stone.
in de weg. Is maar
The
dan kan
call
hem
here
nog
for Campina is try to make that draw themselves. If it's short, it blocks the draw path.
4-9.
That's a good plan B. But preferably they wanna be as close to the pin as possible, making the job for Steengoed very, very hard.
This one's staying a bit wide. Is that coming around? Starting, there it goes. Right there in that gap's a good spot. If you're not going to get all the way behind the guards, plug up that hole.
Yeah, that was their
onmogelijk.
initial plan. 2 options here. Tap in the red corner guards or try to come around over on the other side. Asking for a timeout here. They want to take
Gewoon daar.
enough time to figure things out here.
Ah ja,
But
het is
I don't see a third
En
option. I
deze
think
is
it's just
ergens waar
bring
je
in the
ruimt.
corner redstone or come around on the other sides.
Gewoon een klein tikje.
Yeah, they're looking at what their options are. If he's a little bit inside, then this could chip in off of that. I mean, there might be a gap there. I don't know, though. Ideally, they'd want to hit it out here and just run it to there.
Yeah, I don't really think there's a good gap.
Yeah. Otherwise, they're coming around this side.
Ja, anders hij moet er niet door. Doe niet door.
Now, with the good weight, if you just hit red on the right side, it will just, I mean, if you touch red and it settles in the 8 foot,
Maar ja,
I think
van daar
put
is dat.
tons and tons of pressure on Campina.
Allee, zo hè.
And the 8 foot is quite large.
Ja. Jij zou zoiets geven.
It's all about the ice.
And now that I look it over in this way, there isn't a gap underneath, so they really do have to make contact with this red.
Yep.
I would almost prefer the draw from the other side.
Yeah, I don't really mind this because even if you nose hit, it will clip off yellow and still roll. I mean, it doesn't really have to be perfectly on the pin or on the button, anywhere on the 8 foot, buried behind the guards. Kind of forces. Yeah.
Comes down to this. They need Steengoed needing this stone.
Ja.
Needs to make contact. Needs to get it into the 8 foot.
Ja. Oh.
Is it gonna be too wide? Is it? Oh, he gets it in there! Wow.
Yeah, excellent. Oh, excellent.
Wel liggen.
So, yeah.
I mean,
it's a pretty easy choice for Campina here. You just gotta lay it inside.
It's not perfect, but the scoring, the scoring radius is
Altijd.
just a bit wider than the 4 foot.
Ja, ik weet het.
They are looking at this
Nog een minuut
to come
hebben.
back. I mean, well, Walter is right. This whole area is open, and you need to be just.
If you touch the gold, and you can see the gold is just right
They
there,
can't lay
wide
it.
and open.
Yeah.
But this is scary sides, and Stefan mentioned that before. He really,
Of
really,
onbekend
really
terrein.
dislikes playing over.
93.
Yeah. And this
Clean,
is
hè?
it's coming all that. Yep, reminding them keep it clean. That's the side that has been really,
what is
really
it?
awful.
There it is. It's
There
out
it
of
is.
his hands. It's in the hands of the sweepers right now.
Final stone of the match needs to be
Van weg.
biting the 4 foot, but this one's starting to go away. I don't think it's got the weight.
It overcurls. It overcurls.
It doesn't have
overcurls
the
hard.
weight.
No. And this is a
Wow, what a comeback from Steengoed. I don't want to say they stole that, but
Well, they technically did.
that was an incredible comeback. And never saw that coming. They put a lot of pressure. Wim hitting that amazing shot to finish it up.
Steengoed did it. They were struggling so hard, trailing 4 points after 3 ends, trailing 4 points after 5 ends.
Yeah,
then coming back so strong.
I don't know if this is the first time Bina's come into a stream and had a team losing and then come back to win. I do not know, but that was an incredible comeback. Let's jump out here. We'll jump into the booth, and wow, what a finish! I was not expecting that. That was something. Coming down to the final stone. 2 incredible stones needing to be made, and Wim making his, and unfortunately Stefan coming up a little bit light. He did not want to come over that side. You could see it. And
yeah, it wasn't in his head. It wasn't kind of missing in his head. This is the tricky side. This is the part of the ice where I really don't want to throw, and then it happened. It did overcurl. It was too late. It overcurled. It did exactly what Stefan feared it would do.
And I bet it probably went through his head about not overthrowing it. It's like, I know it's going to catch. I don't want to overthrow it and push it through. And then you end up overcorrecting, going light again. And then that pick comes in, and we'll just do that. And I am on a roll. That is 3 in a row. We have tied up the season series.
The season is also becoming very, very close here.
Pim thought he was running away with it.
Yeah.
He was just going and going and going. I mean, granted, Austria, that's in the ancient history. We don't even worry about that anymore. I think it even was the same in Luxembourg, but here in Belgium, I'm back in it, baby.
Yeah, and I mean, it was this close. I mean, after 3 ends, things were looking pretty nice for my bet. But I mean, this is curling, and Steengoed, they struggled. They came back, and they had the momentum. And I think that's also something we announced after the 6th end. Sure. Campina, they have the upper hand, but that momentum where you feel like it's slipping out of your hands and staying on top of that, kind of ignoring that is also so hard to do, just bringing the victory home. They were not able to keep the house open, so the stones building up in front of the house eventually ended up hurting them.
Yep. So, I mean, what a great match. We love these. They come down to the end. There's excitement. There's drama. This was fantastic. We're glad you guys joined us. Once again, thank you for everybody being in here. Don't forget to check out our socials. Don't forget to check out the new merch at the shop. I'm going to put that link in the chat. You can get the BCA branded logo merchandise anywhere.
Anywhere,
it's,
basically.
It's worldwide, available worldwide.
Here, everywhere.
Thanks a lot, Mats, for hanging out. And now, did your team win? I know you were rooting for the best team to win, but did that happen tonight? I don't know. But on the scoreboard, it says, I'm the winner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before we close off, I think one final reminder here, John.
Yeah, if you want to prove that you are a legend in your own mind, and more than just in your own mind, one-on-one singles curling, Curdia Legends, April 4th here in Belgium. If you are a curler and you are interested in playing it, I'll get this through. If you are interested in trying it out, look it up, come and play, sign up for it. It's a lot of fun. It's a full day activity. We're hoping to get 32 players. We have 32 spots. 16 of them have already been filled. There's only a month left in the registration process, so don't delay.
Nope. All right.
And so with that, we are going to say goodbye. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.